Here's the unexpected secret to a truly cozy garden nook in 2025. Think chapters, not corners. Design a tiny outdoor retreat that unfolds in layers, comfort, scent, and sound, so every minute feels curated. Begin with a grounded base like natural stone or recycled brick. Add plush seating with weather-safe cushions, and frame everything with aromatic herbs. When each layer tells a story, even a balcony becomes a sanctuary, inviting slow mornings and effortless evenings. Add one unexpected accent, like a sculptural lantern, to spark delight without clutter. Welcome to Luxury Home Decor, where we explore refined yet approachable design for every space. Today we're crafting cozy garden nooks that fit patios, balconies, side yards, and pocket courtyards. I'll share seasonal upgrades, budget-friendly tricks, space-saving layouts, and timeless principles you can adapt to modern, rustic, coastal, or eclectic homes. By the end, you'll have a toolkit of ideas to personalize comfort and character using simple, adaptable materials. For everyday living, aim for harmony by repeating profiles and finishes so the space reads polished and intentional. Start with flow. Picture the route from your door to the nook and remove friction. Level uneven pavers, reroute hoses, and define the path using contrasting textures like decomposed granite next to timber. A gentle curve slows the stride, signaling relaxation. Edge the path with low herbs, thyme, oregano, or chamomile, so every step releases scent. This quiet choreography sets the tone long before you sit down. Keep pathways clear and surfaces breathable, favoring versatility over accumulation and clutter. For 2025, color stories lean warm and grounded. Terracotta, toasted almond, moss, and soot black accents. Pair them with cool counterpoints like cloud gray or misty sage for balance. If your architecture skews minimalist, choose one hero hue for textiles and repeat it in planters. If eclectic, layer tonal varieties of the same family. Either approach creates cohesion that lets foliage shine without overwhelming small footprints or tight terraces. Use restrained palettes and honest materials to let plants and light lead the experience. Seating defines the Nook's purpose. Opt for a compact bench with curved backrest or a low-slung lounge chair that hugs the body. Add a small ottoman to encourage lingering and conversation. In petite spaces, use a folding bistro chair paired with a sturdy, weighty side table that resists wind. The key is ergonomic angles and tactile fabrics, breathable performance linen or textured olefin, so comfort lasts beyond the first cup of tea. Edit seasonally, swapping textiles and planters so freshness arrives without constant purchases. Layered lighting turns evening moments cinematic. Combine solar stake lights for paths, rechargeable lanterns for tabletops, and a dimmable string light halo above. Vary heights to create depth. Place the brightest source behind you for flattering glow. If power access is limited, magnetic puck lights can mount under shelves or benches. Warm color temperatures around 27 to 3000 Kelvin keep the mood intimate without washing natural hues. Calibrate comfort with touchable textures and ergonomic proportions that welcome lingering conversations. Acoustics are an underrated luxury. Introduce gentle sound with a tabletop fountain, wind-hushing grasses like miscanthus, or a small weatherproof speaker tucked behind planters. Aim for soft layers rather than volume, letting city noise dissolve into texture. If close to neighbors, hang a fabric screen or climbing vine wall. It absorbs echoes while adding privacy. Soundscapes shape how long you stay, turning quick check-ins into restorative pauses. Plan for maintenance early, choosing washable covers and durable finishes that weather gracefully. Seasonality keeps your nook feeling fresh. In spring, emphasize bulbs and tender herbs. Summer favors drought-tolerant bloomers and shade sails. Autumn welcomes copper foliage, wool throws, and candlelight. Winter leans on evergreens, cedar mulch, and portable fire bowls. Rotate textiles and accents in a consistent palette so the identity remains intact. This rhythm prevents clutter and helps budgets stretch by spotlighting just a few thoughtful swaps each quarter. Scale every element to your footprint, allowing movement to feel calm, gentle, and unforced. On budgets, prioritize foundations over frills. Spend on seating and durable flooring, then thrift side tables, salvage bricks, and upcycle planters. Paint mismatched pots in a unified satin finish. Attach casters to a crate for mobile storage, and turn leftover tiles into coasters. Small, inexpensive touches feel elevated when materials repeat predictably across the space. Respect microclimates and privacy needs, shaping edges that protect while still feeling open. Think in vignettes: a seat, a surface, and a view aligned with purpose. Shade equals comfort, especially in compact yards. Consider a triangular sail anchored to wall hooks, or a cantilever umbrella that pivots with the sun. For renters, clip-on canopy panels attached to balcony railings without drilling. Select breathable fabrics to reduce heat buildup, and echo the shade color in cushions for harmony. When shadows move elegantly, the Nook stays usable from midday reading to dusk dinners. Add one unexpected accent, like a sculptural lantern, to spark delight without clutter. Verticality multiplies square footage. Install a slim ladder shelf for lanterns and herbs, or mount cedar battens to train jasmine and beans. Hanging baskets staggered at different heights add softness without stealing floor area. If privacy is needed, a lattice screen with sliding planters offers adjustable coverage. Think of walls as partners, not boundaries. Every upright surface can host storage, greenery, or light. Aim for harmony by repeating profiles and finishes so the space reads polished and intentional. Textures matter more than quantity. Blend matte terracotta with smooth glazed ceramics, breezy cotton with chunky knits, and weathered wood with powder-coated metal. These contrasts create perceived depth that holds attention at arm's length. Stick to 3 primary textures and echo them repeatedly. Consistency calms the eye, allowing one bold element, maybe a sculptural planter or woven lantern, to become the star without chaos. Keep pathways clear and surfaces breathable, favoring versatility over accumulation and clutter. Microclimate thinking elevates plant choices. Map sun patterns and wind corridors, then group species with similar needs. Use heat-loving rosemary, sedum, and lavender for south exposures. Ferns, hosta, and heuchera for shade. On windy balconies, employ taller grasses as windbreaks, sheltering delicate blooms behind. Healthy plants look luxurious, and strategic placement reduces maintenance fatigue across the season. Use restrained palettes and honest materials to let plants and light lead the experience. A multifunction side table is the Nook's anchor. Choose one that hides storage for blankets and citronella sticks, and top it with a tray for drinks. In tiny zones, a garden stool doubles as seating and pedestal. Round profiles ease movement, while stone or concrete resists weather. Anchor the arrangement with a washable outdoor rug to define the footprint and invite bare feet. Edit seasonally, swapping textiles and planters so freshness arrives without constant purchases. Scent builds memory. Design a fragrance arc by pairing day and night notes. Citrusy verbena and mint for daytime clarity. Evening jasmine and vanilla grass for warmth. Avoid overpowering mixes. Instead, cluster small plantings near arm's reach. If pollen is a concern, rely on aromatic foliage like rosemary and bay. A signature scent turns the Nook into a personal ritual, quietly marking the transition from task to rest. Calibrate comfort with touchable textures and ergonomic proportions that welcome lingering conversations. In 2025, sustainable choices are stylish, not sacrificial. Look for FSC-certified wood, recycled fabric fills, and modular furniture that repairs easily. Collect rainwater in slim barrels for containers, and compost kitchen scraps in sealed bokashi buckets. These practices cut costs over time and deepen connection to place. Sustainability isn't a theme. It's a design lens that guides every purchase toward longevity and delight. Plan for maintenance early, choosing washable covers and durable finishes that weather gracefully. If your layout is long and narrow, create stations. A reading perch at one end, a tiny cafe setting in the middle, and a potting corner near the hose. Use repeating planters to stitch them together so the eye flows. Stations reduce crowding and transform awkward geometry into purposeful experiences that invite movement and discovery. Scale every element to your footprint, allowing movement to feel calm, gentle, and unforced. For small budgets, paint is magic. Refresh a tired fence with a mineral-toned backdrop, or stencil a faux rug on concrete to frame seating. Paint planter rims and lantern bases in matching hues to unify thrifted finds. Even a single accent stripe along a wall can guide the gaze and make compact areas feel curated rather than constrained. Respect microclimates and privacy needs, shaping edges that protect while still feeling open. Cushions and throws earn their keep when layered intelligently. Choose quick-dry inserts and zippered covers for easy washing. Mix one pattern with two solids, keeping scale consistent so nothing feels noisy. Store extras in a lidded bench to protect from sudden weather and keep surfaces tidy. Comfort should feel effortless, not high maintenance or precarious. Think in vignettes: a seat, a surface, and a view aligned with purpose. Green framing enhances intimacy. Use U-shaped planter clusters around seating, leaving the front open to light. Stack crates to create tiered heights, then disguise them with cascading plants like ivy and lobelia. Where space permits, plant a small tree, olive, Japanese maple, or dwarf citrus, to create a canopy that softens everything beneath. Add one unexpected accent, like a sculptural lantern, to spark delight without clutter. Material palettes thrive on repetition. If you start with black steel and warm cedar, repeat both in lantern handles, planter legs, and furniture details. Too many finishes in small spaces can read chaotic. Rely on a quiet backbone, then add seasonal accents. A burnt orange cushion in autumn, pale coral in spring, so updates feel intentional instead of random. Aim for harmony by repeating profiles and finishes so the space reads polished and intentional. Dining nooks benefit from circular tables. They support conversation in tight footprints and leave room for knees and elbows. Choose a pedestal base to maximize legroom, and keep surfaces matte to avoid glare. Pair with armless chairs that tuck fully beneath, and keep a small caddy for napkins, matches, and cutlery so carrying loads from the kitchen stays minimal. Keep pathways clear and surfaces breathable, favoring versatility over accumulation and clutter. Privacy is comfort. If fences aren't an option, try layered screens. Tall grasses in troughs, then a lightweight fabric panel, then a vine lattice. This depth blurs sight lines more effectively than a single barrier. Add a narrow shelf to the screen for candles or small planters, creating function while softening the edge. Use restrained palettes and honest materials to let plants and light lead the experience. Don't overlook the threshold. A beautiful doormat, a cluster of herbs, and a discreet hook for lanterns create an anticipatory pause. Thresholds signal the shift from indoor pace to outdoor ease. Keeping this zone organized reduces mess tracking back inside and protects your main seating from feeling like a corridor. Edit seasonally, swapping textiles and planters so freshness arrives without constant purchases. For renters, non-permanent hacks keep deposits safe. Use freestanding trellises, over-rail planter brackets, and clip lighting. Elevate style with adhesive deck tiles that lift when you move, and modular rugs that can be reconfigured. Choose furniture that folds flat or nests tightly so storage between seasons stays manageable. Calibrate comfort with touchable textures and ergonomic proportions that welcome lingering conversations. Petite fire feature draws people together. Consider smokeless tabletop burners that use clean fuels, or a ceramic chimney on heat-safe pads. Keep flames low and centered for safety and conversation. In hot climates, swap fire for a misting fan paired with chilled linen throws. A playful, quick cooling twist that maintains ritual without the heat. Plan for maintenance early, choosing washable covers and durable finishes that weather gracefully. Plant choice can be thematic without being cliché. For Mediterranean calm, combine olive, rosemary, thyme, and gravel. For woodland charm, pair ferns, heuchera, and mossy accents with dark-stained timber. For tropical ease, use philodendron species suited to your climate, bold leaves, and woven textures. Choose one path and commit, then weave in small seasonal accents for freshness. Scale every element to your footprint, allowing movement to feel calm, gentle, and unforced. Art belongs outdoors too. Weatherproof prints, ceramic wall medallions, or a sculptural bird bath become conversational anchors. Keep scale modest and palette aligned with your textiles so nothing feels tacked on. Art should reinforce the mood. Calming, curious, or celebratory, depending on how you intend to use the nook. Add one unexpected accent, like a sculptural lantern, to spark delight without clutter. Storage is design, not an afterthought. Use benches with hidden compartments, accordion hooks behind screens, and waterproof baskets under tables. Label discreetly so guests can help themselves, keeping the space self-maintaining. When everything has a home, your nook resets itself between uses and always feels guest-ready. Aim for harmony by repeating profiles and finishes so the space reads polished and intentional. Sustainable irrigation keeps containers thriving. Install simple drip lines on a timer or use self-watering planters with concealed reservoirs. Top-dress soil with compost and fine mulch to reduce evaporation. Group thirstier pots together so watering becomes efficient rather than constant. Healthy hydration means fewer replacements and a more resilient, luxurious look. Keep pathways clear and surfaces breathable, favoring versatility over accumulation and clutter. If your Nook shares space with pets or kids, zone intelligently. Opt for rounded edges, heavier tables that resist tipping, and non-toxic plants like marigold and rosemary. Create a small activity basket, chalk, cards, or sketchbooks, so the Nook invites both quiet and play. Durability can still be elegant when materials and colors repeat. Use restrained palettes and honest materials to let plants and light lead the experience. Morning rituals deserve intention. Place the seat where the earliest light reaches. Keep a small tray for a notebook and mug, and stash a lightweight blanket in a lidded basket. Begin the day outdoors, and the rest of the house inherits that calm. Repeat these cues at night with a candle, a favorite playlist, and dimmed lights to bookend the day gracefully. Edit seasonally, swapping textiles and planters so freshness arrives without constant purchases. When budgets are tight, adopt a one-in, one-out rule. Upgrade a single element each month. A better cushion insert, a sturdier side table, a more efficient light, and donate what's replaced. Gradual refinement keeps landfills lighter and design sharper, avoiding crowded quick fixes that age poorly. Calibrate comfort with touchable textures and ergonomic proportions that welcome lingering conversations. Embrace imperfection as texture. Weathering on timber, patina on metal, and handmade pottery introduce soul that new items can't replicate. Balance these with crisp textiles and clean-lined planters so the result feels intentional. A cozy garden nook honors both time-worn character and modern clarity. Plan for maintenance early, choosing washable covers and durable finishes that weather gracefully. Color can guide mood by season without replacing everything. Spring welcomes tender greens and blush. Summer leans sandy neutrals and nautical blues. Autumn warms with rust and sienna. Winter steadies with charcoal and pine. Swap pillow covers, throws, and lantern ribbons while core pieces remain constant. This strategy is friendly to budgets and storage alike. Scale every element to your footprint, allowing movement to feel calm, gentle, and unforced. For evening hosting, think choreography. Preset a tray with glassware, napkins, and stirrers. Pre-light lanterns to low, and place a small bell or chime as a whimsical cue to gather. Ambient playlists with gentle instrumentals keep conversation bright yet relaxed. Good hosting design reduces the labor of delight and keeps you in the moment. Respect microclimates and privacy needs, shaping edges that protect while still feeling open. If your climate runs hot, cool with materials. Choose lighter fabrics that breathe, opt for open weave chairs, and use reflective gravel rather than heat-holding pavers. Add shade-loving plants to cool the palette to the eye. In colder regions, invert the logic with darker cushions, dense rugs, and wind-blocking screens to preserve warmth. Think in vignettes. A seat, a surface, and a view aligned with purpose. If you found these cozy garden nook ideas inspiring, join our community at Luxury Home Decor. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel to support weekly design guidance, seasonal refreshers, and practical styling blueprints. Comment with your questions and favorite ideas. I read every note and love suggesting personalized tweaks. If today's tips sparked a project, tell me what you'll start with first. Let's design outdoor corners that feel restorative, generous, and distinctly yours in 2025.